Hey, it's me, Subi, and I've recorded my whole vacation in Puri. Well, I'm not very pro at this, so it wasn't very aesthetic or planned or strategical. And actually, I am not using scripts for it. And actually, I never use scripts. I say whatever it comes to my mind when I record the voiceovers. So sometimes it's like my voice isn't sounding like good or lacking clarity in a previously voiceover video, and I have to change that. So I have deleted that part, but couldn't change it at the time. So I left it like that at that moment. And then later on, when I sit to voice over it, I realized that I have already forgot what I had said in that part. My voice is in this condition because I have played too much in the sea and the swimming pool, of course. This clip has been shot on 28th March 2025 and the voiceover is being done on April 1st, 2025. We had started our journey at 4:30 a.m. and reached there by 3 p.m. the very same day. These clips were shot between 4:30 to 5:30 a.m. The sun rose at 5:53 that day, so you can understand that these clips are of before sunrise. Well, in this part the light is showing a bit. You can easily guess the time it was when these clips were shot. The shots are not very perfect because I have a problem of motion sickness and I was struggling all throughout this journey. And I was so burdened with this packing I couldn't sleep the night before. I had slept for like 2 hours. And when you have motion sickness, a long and tiring journey after a sleepless night is actually horrible. I did not have a single solid food during this whole journey. Hope many of you will relate to this problem of motion sickness. Others present in the car were enjoying, vibing, playing my favorite music, drinking tea, eating their favorite foods, sometimes making fun of me. But on the other hand, I was suffering because of this useless problem of mine called motion sickness. I was feeling very dizzy and was having an uncontrollable urge to vomit. The clips that you all are viewing right now were shot around 7:30. This was the second halt of this journey. The journey of reaching to Puri. We had taken more halts on the way back to Kolkata from Puri. In Odissa, there were speed cameras all around because the maximum speed that can be attained by a car on the highways of Odissa is 80 kilometers per hour. We too had to follow that protocol, and that's why the car was moving at slow speed. So finally we reached Puri, but after reaching Puri we had one problem. We had not booked any hotels from before, so we didn't know where we would reside. My father had stopped the car, kept us in the car. We were burning, we were boiling in the heat, and he went around with the umbrella, knocking on the door of each hotel, asking if they could give us shelter till 29th, 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. Three of us were literally dying in the heat. Me, my mother, and my grandma. By the time my father achieved success and returned to us, we had become chicken tandooris. The name of the hotel was Shakti Horizon. And here we are inside the hotel. These are the staircases. We are going for lunch because we had checked in at 3 p.m., which was basically lunchtime. The plan was my parents would go out together after lunch, and me and my grandma would return to our hotel rooms and freshen up and with some rest, take a nap, or maybe gossip with me. The lunch was light and tasty. We had rice, march bhaja, onion, chili, arhar dal, fried arhar dal, some Odissa style aloo fry, and then we had ordered some pomfret fry. Overall, the lunch was tasty. As I have motion sickness and we had traveled for 11 hours, I didn't eat a single solid thing during the whole journey. I was alive on fluid. This was a perfect and fulfilling lunch for a person who has starved the whole morning. Okay, I'm not joking. The food was actually good. Okay, so we came back to our hotel room. Well, this is me after lunch on 28th March 2025. After lunch, I was having an unresistible feeling to sleep like a dead person. But I didn't because I had to clear my stomach and clean my body. These clips were basically shot to give y'all a video review of the place we had resided in. I personally believe the words average or good cannot give a proper review, which a perfect picture or video can actually provide. They had enough toiletries in the washroom, like the shower gel, the shampoo, a hand soap, then a dental kit, a shower cap, and a mini moisturizer. It was okay. The thing that I did not like at all is they had provided us with a hand soap and not a liquid hand wash. I prefer liquid hand washes over soaps because they don't contaminate the germs. I mean, liquid soaps are safer to use. And talking about the room was not filled with luxury as it's not a 5-star hotel, but it was perfect for residing, at least for me. One thing I didn't like is their balcony. It was dirty when we arrived. It was dirty the next day. I don't know why, but I guess it's because it's an open balcony. The balcony was filled with dust the whole time. I had called on the room service. They cleaned it, but again the next day I saw it was very dirty. I mean, still that's okay. It was acceptable, but the chairs they had provided on the first day were so damn unclean. Well, they had changed those chairs on our request, but still, that was the first impression. whatever. Their food was good and the service was fast and they behaved politely. They had controlled the quality well. I, who cannot digest the simplest of foods, did not have any digestive issues over there. Believe me, I did not take a single medicine over there. The only medicine that I had taken while residing in this hotel was of thyroid. Anyways, we had a good time at the beach after dinner. That's me explaining my mom why I can't help but record this video. I gave her many explanations like I want to capture this moment and cherish it forever. And that's us going back to our hotel rooms. Bye, meet him in the room again. I have freshened up and I'm going to sleep now. Bye. Good morning. These clips are of 28th March morning, aka my second day in Puri. I had forgot to bring my toothbrush over there and I had to use the one provided by the hotel, which I never thought I would use. I was feeling so sleepy right after getting up from the bed, which cannot be explained. Even the tea couldn't refresh me. As far as I remember, I had woke up at 8 a.m. that day. This is me heading towards the breakfast table. And this is me taking a plate, checking the food items, picking my favorite ones, and I came back. Two of them were eating veg because we had been to the Jagannath temple for puja that day. That vada was really tasty and that chutney with this egg tasted so good. Later on I had taken some gugni and that vada and that idli tasted really well with that gugni and the chutney too. So this is us at the beach. I had written my name here on the sand and that was so fun. And that's me trying to pose. Because I had forgotten that a callus would always remain a callus no matter what. I love beaches. And you know what I love even more? Playing with water. Playing with the sea waves. Finally I came back with a whole lot of dirt on my body. By dirt I mean sand. Each and every part of my body was filled with sand. My clothes were entirely wet. We had to shower in order to enter the pool. So we showered with our clothes on in the washroom which was located near the pool. Basically, many of them do shower after coming out of the pool, and there are many like us who like to play in the pool right after playing in the sea. The pool was nearly 6 feet deep. It was a lot for me because my height is 5'3". And I was on the verge of drowning in the pool. After playing in the pool, we came back to our hotel rooms and then we freshened up and went to have a lunch in the restaurant on the ground floor. We had ordered rice, dal, chingri malai curry, mixed veg, aloo fry and some papad and some achar. The mixed veg was really good and the aloo fry was good too. But the chingri malai curry tasted totally like a kheer with less sugar and some chingri or prawn. The achar was good and the papad was good too. At last we had ordered ice cream of each and everyone's favorite flavor. So, this is me in the evening. We are getting ready to go to Jagannath temple. I had worn a simple kurta and pants, straight pants. I had opened my gold chain because we feared that it would get stolen in the temple. So I had accessorized this kurti with this pearl necklace which I had bought the same day from a pearl jewelry seller at the beach. And I had kept my makeup very simple. I had used a lip tint from Blue Heaven and a little bit of blush. This blush is from Inside Cosmetics. The shade is Watermelon Popsicle. I had worn my hair very simply that day. And of course I had to wear my specs because I have -2 diopters of power and I was going out. That too in an unknown state. And wear specs because I don't really like wearing them. As it was a little hot outside. As we were going to the temple, and the temple is a place with a lot of crowdings, I had decided to go with a sweet smelling, fresh smelling body mist. And it was none other than my summer bestie, Pure Seduction from Victoria's Secret. They say Puri's Jagannath Mandir is a very effective place for praying. Whatever you pray will definitely come true. Now or in the future it shall come true. Phones were not allowed inside the temple. You have to submit your phones. At a counter, they would keep each group's phone in a separate bag. I have a question. How would y'all feel if y'all would be pushed from the front, from the back, and also from both the sides? Most of y'all will answer that y'all will feel like the feeling of a sandwich. But if y'all ask me, I would say y'all would feel how we felt inside the Jagannath temple. Okay, now let me describe the line to y'all. It all started with huge masses of people pushing each other, which was later divided into 4 lines, and this huge mass of people had to enter either of the one. And from there, your second phase of torture treatment will start. And then either of the 4 lines will be allowed to go and enter a third line, which is a single narrow line, which will definitely make you feel suffocated even when you don't have any breathing issues. And where the line ends, it's basically the starting point of the main temple. And there you will have to pass through a rectangle shaped depression which is filled with water. There is a single stay in the beginning and at the end of the depression to help you enter and exit the depression safely. They believe you cannot enter the house of God with your dirty feet that have been everywhere. That's why this depression has been set up to make sure that you wash your feet properly before entering the temple. So they will make you wash in their way. And then starts the 4th torture phase. In this phase, you cannot see where you are putting your feet. You will feel so perplexed that at one point you would feel as if you are losing your balance and would fall down the next minute, causing you to be pasted on the ground. Well, I could view Jagannath Dev for only 15 seconds, and by his grace, we came back alive. After coming out of that, we directly came back to our hotel as soon as our torture phase ended. I mean, what else would you do in an unknown place at 11 p.m.? I had bought a chocobar on our way back to the hotel, and this is us having dinner. I had ordered biryani for dinner. Though it did not taste a little bit like biryani, it was tasty. At least it was edible. The mutton was really nice and soft and juicy. They had also provided us with some raita, and the raita was really tasty. My overall rating would be 6.5 out of 10. They really had controlled their food quality. I did not have a single problem in digesting any of their food. I know that this place has less pollution compared to the place I live, and the conditions like pollution or weather conditions really do affect our digestive capacity. But the quality of food also matters. There are many people who have a problem in digestion even after having food of good quality. For them, I would say, bad weather pollution is the main factor. Just like the previous day, we had been to the beach for a midnight stroll post dinner. After completing our midnight stroll, we ran towards our hotel, and after reaching the hotel, we ran towards the terrace to fetch the wet clothes that we had kept outside for drying. These are the clothes that we had wore at the beach on the same day. The clothes didn't dry that much, but it was way better than before. Because look, we cannot take the wet clothes with us in the car. So we had kept it outside in the sun, hoping that it would dry by the night. Though it not dry completely, it could be carried in the car. After picking the clothes, we had also enjoyed some night breeze in the terrace. And then we came back to our respective rooms. And that's how 29th March 2025 ended. Good morning. This is a clip of me brushing my teeth on 30th March 2025. This was also our last day in Puri. After brushing my teeth, I had hopped into the shower without wasting any time. After the quick shower, I wore the most comfiest pajama suit that I own. I had brought it with me from Kolkata and wore my most comfortable pair of Crocs. I had also brought it with me from Kolkata. This is me eating some biscuits because I'm too hungry, and all are not ready yet to go for breakfast. I also had a piece of chocolate, and here we are ready to go. The trip was really short, but it's okay because I have learned to be grateful for small things that I've received from life or from others. We have reached the breakfast area. So this is me checking out all the dishes and all in the breakfast room. After checking out all these beautiful dishes, my brain slapped me and said, "See, you have motion sickness. So you cannot eat whatever you want. You have to eat whatever you can digest." Because right after the breakfast, you would have to travel a long distance by car from Puri to Kolkata, which was nearly 12 hours. The returning journey was of 14 hours, but the 2 hours were not spent inside the car, it was spent in the form of a break. Look, we could have completed the whole journey much earlier, but because of the speed cameras, we couldn't. If we wouldn't follow the protocols, we would be fined 100 times, which we did not want, obviously. So my father drove it as per the protocol, which is under 80 kilometers per hour speed. It was really hard for me to record inside the car because as soon as I enter the car, I start feeling dizzy and I have a sudden urge to vomit. And the urge is really uncontrollable as vomiting is an involuntary thing. And the heat of the sunlight made my condition even worse. I felt even more dizzy. But I had sacrificed my health for this vlog. In this return journey, I had taken at least some solid food items. Not very frequently. I mean, there were intervals between each snack. We had taken several halts in between this journey of Puri to Byee, which is at Kolkata. After completing 70% of the journey, we had a dinner at Sharipanja. Well, the dinner part is also included in this vlog, so wait till the end. I hope you all will value my hard work by watching it till the end. Hope you all will encourage me by liking this video. If you all have really enjoyed watching it, kindly like it. And don't forget to comment your reviews, because reading your reviews and comments is the only way I can improve. Well, here Mata Shri was very irritated and disgusted. She was furious at me because I had kept an apple in her bag and I had forgotten about it. So it got rotten and gave out an awful smell. My father bought an apple from a nearby store and my mom was peeling it and we all got a piece. So this was our first halt. The place was awful though. This halt was taken because I had a strong urge of peeing. But this was the condition of the washroom. The poop was so old that it was giving baked vibes as if it was some baked rasgulla. So we came back to the car. This clip that you are viewing is of our second halt. We had our lunch of the day over here. We had kept it short though. The lunch consisted of 2 rotis that were divided among all of us and paneer butter masala, onion, some green chilies and maj bhajas. We had taken a plate of maj bhaja which consisted of 2 maj bhajas and that was some ravari, I don't know, a sweet of that place. After lunch, we went to answer our nature's call. The name of this hotel was Hotel Mumbai. The food was okay. At least it was fresh. And this is our third halt. This halt was taken around 5:30. I hope y'all can see the sun setting down. The name of this dhaba is Special Tea Stall. It was a nice place. I had consumed some milk tea, 1 biscuit and some kurkure over here. This place was not very far from West Bengal, but it also wasn't very close to West Bengal. This trip was fun for other members of my family who genuinely enjoy a long and fun car ride. But not for me, because I suffer from motion sickness. Well, these clips were shot after 6 p.m., a long time after 6 p.m., around 7:30, because as you can see it is already dark and the sun had set at 5:51 on 30th March 2025. These were the clips of our fourth halt. The name of this place is Ma Bashanti Hotel. We had ordered an omelette over here, and omelets are made of 2 eggs over here. So we had shared it amongst all of us. I personally had also purchased a big Kit Kat, and I was munching it in an interval of 5 minutes inside the car. We had also packed some mango pickle from that place. You know, one thing I liked about Odissa is their tea. In Kolkata, nearly all the tea shops use cow milk for milk tea, but in Orissa, buffalo milk is used. I hope most of you know that. We were heading towards Sherry Punjab at this time, which means we were near Kolkata at this time, because Sherry Punjab is in Kolkata. Woo! I just noticed that my parents are communicating through music. Punjab equals food. Food equals fun. Fun equals life. So we reached Sherry Punjab and we were clicking some pictures. And the first thing I did over here is clearing up my urinary bladder. And that's a clip of me inquiring about the items written on the menu. Wanna hear a secret? There was a really horny couple sitting beside us in Sherry Punjab. After ordering my food, I had been to the bathroom sink to wash my hands, and the mirror was really aesthetic, so I clicked some pictures. After waiting for 15 minutes, the food had arrived. I mean, the starter. The starter was drums of heaven, and it tasted like heaven. It came along with our green salad, and this was my favorite thing out of each and everything I had ordered. I had ordered some Szechuan fried rice and chili chicken, and at last some lime soda to digest it all. That's my Szechuan fried rice, and that's my chili chicken. Well, I don't like to eat fried rice dry, so I always order a gravy item and mix the gravy of it with this fried rice. And believe me, it tastes amazing. And I spilled my soda on my t-shirt. Well, it's not a new thing for me. It's my daily routine. I don't own a single t-shirt on which I have not spilled anything yet. And then we packed some pan for everyone, one per head. The pan was good and I enjoyed eating it. I enjoyed it so much that at one point my mother mockingly called me a grandma. Yeah. Okay, at this point I could not believe my own eyes. Someone literally urinated from this truck. And yes, that's urine. So basically, what happened is we were stuck in a jam, and then we saw water flowing out, and then when everyone checked it properly, we discovered that the truck driver was urinating inside the truck, and the urine was falling out of the truck. Horrible. Weird people. And here my father was narrating some stories and some real incidents. We were enjoying it though. Okay, so far so good. I hope y'all are not getting bored. I know it's a little long. I usually don't post long videos, but this one's a travel vlog. Hope it was unique and awesome. So officially, my first travel vlog is really coming to an end. As we are near the end, let me review this trip. We had to journey a lot. The journey was long and tiring compared to the short trip, but it was fun. I had suffered a little because of motion sickness. Never mind. The rasmalai that we had after coming back home healed it all. And it just lifted up my mood instantly. Okay, bye. See you in the shots. And patiently watch my shorts till I upload my next long video, which can either be a vlog or maybe something else, which is even more interesting. Okay, let's not waste any more time, man.